What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday night, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on, y'all? What's good? It's been a minute since we've done a late night Yes for the Mess, but I told you guys earlier today that we will be doing one. I think that was when I was doing my Love and Hip Hop Miami review, where I told you guys, oh, I'll be coming back a little bit later on in the night around 10:30 to talk about the mess, okay? Because we got a couple of things to talk about with the mess, a couple of things in the blogs, because it's been a little bit dry. It's been a little bit dry, but however, we're gonna get into some things today. Well, tonight rather. We was on roaster review earlier today, and I had a good time. Of course, I always have a great time with my besties, T and Josiah, every time we do roaster review. So yeah, make sure y'all tune in to the replay for that. So yes, indeed, y'all. I see some of my moderators in here. I see I said what you wouldn't. I see Catherine in here. Those are the two mods that's up in here, y'all. We're gonna get into some things today. It's like 45 of y'all up in here so far, but y'all know the goal is to get to 100 people with every single live that we do. I see Payne in here now. I see Feisty is in here. I actually responded to Feisty's message on Instagram now. I don't know if she's seen it or not, but I did respond to her message. What else is going on? As far as the show goes, because y'all know we get this thing started at 5 minutes, but as far as the show goes, the scene ATL, the trailer is almost done. Y'all might get the trailer next week. If not next week, the earliest y'all might get it is at the end of this week. But if it's not the end of this week, it's probably going to be sometime next week, because the person that's been editing it, he's been working very, very hard on this trailer. And we all ready to see this trailer. We all ready to see it. I'm ready to see it, honey, because listen, I want to know what's in there. I want to know what's in there. I want to know exactly what they putting up in there. But from what I do know, I was told that the trailer is probably going to be the main thing that's going to make y'all want to watch it. I know that the Meet the Cast was good to y'all, and a lot of y'all, like to Meet the Cast and stuff like that. And that was enough to get y'all prepared. But that trailer is really what's going to make y'all want to watch. Okay. So, be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for it, because that motherfucking trailer is supposed to be really, really good. I can't wait to see it. And I got one more round of confessionals to do, and then I'll be done. I think it's me, Bando, and Delon. We're the three that got to finish. JT's done, DJ's done, Carl is done. I had more scenes than everybody, so that's why I'm still in confessionals. I'm ready to be done with that shit. But Bando wasn't able to come to confessionals last week when we did them, so that's why he's still finishing, and Delon couldn't come either, so that's why he's finishing up. But I'm finishing up because I got the most, so I still have a lot more to talk about in my damn confessionals. But I've shared a lot of my looks with you guys or whatnot. Like, we've been sharing our confessional looks and stuff like that. So hopefully y'all see that, y'all like what you see and everything like that. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, we got like 48 people up in here so far, and we're at the 5-minute mark. So let's go ahead and get this thing started, y'all. Y'all do know that the goal for us with every live that we do is to hit at least 100 plus with every single live that we do, and that is the goal. But we're almost there. Hopefully we can get there tonight, okay? Now, let's go ahead and get into the first topic of the day, y'all. And the first topic of the day is Miss Angela Oakley, Charles Oakley, and Sheree Whitfield. Now, I don't know if anybody's been talking about this or not, but y'all know that all three of them were at, the Bravo Con and the things of the things. However, Angela says that she doesn't think that there was any overlapping with Charles dating Sheree, and Sheree said to ask Charles. So I'm thinking they've been going back and forth about who was dating Charles first. Was there some overlapping with the relationship with Charles and Sheree? I don't really know, but we're about to go ahead and get into the things of those things, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this, okay? I think I took it all off mute. So let's get into it.
Miss Oakley, and I understand that you dated Charles briefly in the past. Now, I did ask her, was there any overlapping? And she told me that she doesn't know if there was any overlapping. She doesn't think so. But if there was, she doesn't care.
And I don't think there was any overlapping. And if there was, I don't care. But no, I don't think another woman could intimidate me in a way to where I'm bothered, especially about a man.
I saw her, someone sent me a clip that she did on Candy, and on Candy Show, and she said that she's in a better place right now. She said if she would have come on some years ago, then it would have been some issues. I don't know who would have been issues with, or something like, it was something to that. There would have been, I don't remember exactly what she said, but I'm like, why would, that's your husband. Why would you feel like it's like you want to, almost like she would come at me. I don't know you, so you need to deal with your husband.
Did you know about her at the time when you and Charles were dating? Was it any overlapping that you know of?
Charles is here. You should ask Charles. So I'm working on a couple projects that I'm really, really passionate about. One is going to kind of open, reveal who Sheree is. You guys think you know me, I've been on TV for a very long time, but 20 years later, I'm working on a project that is going to reveal who the Cleveland girl and some of the things that, I've dealt with in my past. So I'm excited about that and can't wait to share that and some other projects.
Spoke with Miss Oakley.
Now that was Sheree, and she was pretty much talking about, her past relationship with Charles Oakley. And I think the question about it was there any overlapping in this relationship when Angela got with Charles? Now, Angela said that she's not really certain if there was any overlapping in their relationship or not, but even if it was, she really don't care. So Sheree comes back, and then that's when she wants to come in and say, well, she saw something on Candy's show where if she would have came on the show while she was on there would have been some issues, but she's not really sure who the issues would have been with, but why would it be an issue with her? Here's the thing. In my opinion, and listen, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm up to being corrected, okay? I feel like Sheree want a damn problem. That's what I think. I think that Sheree wants to argue with Angela because that's all that she can do, because Sheree really ain't got nothing to give us. And that would have been the most interesting she would have been in quite some time, because Sheree ain't been interested in quite some time now. We all know it. She ain't had no storyline the last few times she been on the show, and we all know it. And when she did have a storyline, it fizzled, cracked, and popped, and we all know it. So the thing is, if Angela was trying to give you some issues, baby, you should be happy because you by yourself, you ain't got shit going on, and you always got to tag along with somebody. So my thing is, if Angela wanted to give you an issue, just like Too Feisty said, that would have been a ticket for you to get back on this motherfucking show. That's what it would have been, okay? And I believe, because she did admit that the producers did ask for her to come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 17, but she said that the money wasn't talking loud enough. So what it makes me believe is they asked her to come back, but they asked her to come back as a friend of this damn show, and she felt like she deserved to have way more than a friend contract. That's what she felt like. And the fact that Angela Oakley and Charles is on this show, she already knew that the production team was going to try to use that as a storyline to see how that would work out in the scene with Angela and Sheree. Now, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't have been against it because I'm here for the mess. I would have been against it because I really do feel like Angela would have gave Sheree the business, in my opinion. But that's all that Sheree would have had, because Sheree don't have nothing else to give. And Sheree, you could have took the money because it ain't like you got none. What the fuck are you doing outside of Housewives? I know that this damn she by Shein shit that you got going on ain't really selling and paying the bills. So you needed something to pay for this house. So what you got going on besides working at Whole Foods? I'm just trying to see what the fuck you got going on, because you ain't got money like that. So what you talking about? I'm just saying. Let me look at some of these comments here. Now, Too Feisty says Charles got banned from Madison Square Gardens and was still cheating a few years ago. That's the drama that Angela is referring to. Sheree dated that man back when George Bush was still in office. Let me see. We all were in middle school when they dated. So it looks to me like Sheree is the one that want to have some damn problems. She want an issue. You know what I mean? That's what she doing. And girl, and furthermore, why Sheree at BravoCon? Why they invited her to BravoCon? And did you hear her Dreamcast? I think she said Nene, Kim, Lisa Wu, and I'm just like, girl, why you like putting Lisa Wu up in here? Now, granted, let me tell you, I never had a problem with Lisa Flu when she was on the show. Never had a problem with it. But my friends did not like Lisa Wu. Like Reggie couldn't stand Lisa. My friend Jasmine couldn't stand Lisa Wu. A lot of my friends that I was hanging around with that was watching the show with me, they could not stand Lisa Wu. They all felt like Lisa Wu was slick, messy, and she was boring. So that's why they ain't like Lisa Wu. The only thing that most people probably remember from Lisa Wu was their very first reunion where she threatened to do some damn taekwondo on damn Kim when she said, "And I'll flip you over the couch. Really, I'm the wrong one. Okay, for real." For real. That's the only thing people remember from Lisa Wu. Don't nobody remember nothing from Lisa Wu. She ain't had no iconic moments. Now she was more interesting than Deshaun Snow. Anybody's more interesting than Deshaun Snow. But that's besides the point, though. I don't see why anybody would want Lisa Wu to be back on this damn show. It ain't like she's still married to Ed. The only way we would want Lisa Wu to come back is if she was still married to Ed, because that man was fine. That was eye candy. So if you still had Ed on your arm, we would want you back on the show. But since you're not with Ed no more, we don't need you back here. We don't need you back here without Ed. So I don't know why she was sitting up here constantly trying to put Lisa Wu out here. And then another thing too, I'm glad that Too Feisty brought up the Hollywood Diva shit, because when she was on Hollywood Diva, she didn't give shit then and all that other stuff. But but she got on Hollywood Divas talking about she was a goddamn actress, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck actress she ever was, because I don't recall seeing her on nothing, on nobody's small screen, big screen, playwright screen, not a damn thing. So I'm just trying to understand it. I'm just trying to understand who she is and where she been and all that other stuff. So yeah, Lisa Wu ain't nobody that want to put on the show. But then again, Sheree ain't nobody that want to put on a goddamn show. Sheree is done. Her run is done. We don't need to even bring her back, honestly. They always fire Sheree every other season. When a vet leaves the goddamn show, then it's like, okay, let's bring back Sheree. Let's try to make Sheree an anchor when they know she ain't got it in her. Sheree is not a strong cast member. Like, for real. She's not. She ain't no strong cast member at all. And and with me being into this reality, like web reality, I know what the fuck a strong cast member is. And like for instance, like JT. That's a strong motherfucker. Okay, she know how to work this damn TV shit. That's a strong motherfucker. Whether you love her or you hate her, she knows how to work that shit. Sheree don't know how to work a motherfucking thing. So I don't even know why anybody keep on asking for Sheree to be on this show. Sheree only works when she has somebody coattails to ride off of. That's Marlo. That's Kim. That's the only time she's good, when she got somebody to ride their coattails off of. That's it. That's it. Sheree is not good. She never has anything good going on. So I don't know why anybody would want her back. Because I saw people asking for Sheree. And and one more thing. Stop asking for Dreamcast. I'm tired of y'all asking the same question. Who's your Dreamcast? Stop asking it. I'm tired of it. Let's move on, okay? But anyway, let's go on to the next topic, honey, okay? And the next topic is Shamea and Drew Sidora, y'all. It's Shamea and Drew. They back into it again. Now, y'all know that Drew Sidora read Shamea and Kelly Farrell down the other day at BravoCon. And, because they were trying to shade her for her singing and for her album and all of those things, right? So after Drew done read them down, Shamea went to Instagram and she started talking and trying to make it seem like she don't understand why Drew was even coming for her. So right now we're gonna get into what Shamea said, and then of course Drew responded to what Shamea had to say. So we're gonna listen to what Shamea was saying, then we're gonna come back and put what Drew said on the screen. Let's get into it.
We know who the real singers are in the group. Shout out to Rabuski.
And shout out to K Michelle.
Hey, we love you. I hope your album, and I actually know your album is doing absolutely amazing. And I ain't never seen a sexy bitch yodel the way that you did.
That she do. She killed that shit. She's a hell of a singer. And let me just to be clear, I just hurt people, right? Like, Drew has a great voice. Okay, I'm so happy that she is pursuing music, but there's room for everybody. We can all do our big one. And when my album comes, you'll know it. I'm not doing shit for the show. I happen to be on the show, but I've been signed since I was in high school. I was signed to Universal Records in high school. Okay, so you can Google.
So at the end of the day, Shamea here, being who she is, I don't understand why you would compare me and K Michelle when we both sing better than you, boo. And the last time that I checked, my album charted, and you have yet to release one. So it's giving almost a one wonder.
What's crazy is my one song did more than your whole album.
Like my song says.
I did chart for that one song, and your album is still delusional like you.
Kelly the Minion here.
Kelly said what?
Who has no talent.
No, Kelly said what? No,
Okay,
Kelly.
calm down, y'all. Calm down.
What happened? Kelly is an entrepreneur. Kelly is
Calm down. Y'all doing too much.
Focus on getting him out the basement.
Calm down.
Somebody else.
One at a time. One at a time. You good, Drew?
Question
You
was me. I'm
good?
sorry.
You should have asked who was asking.
I gotta bring it back. I did not know it was going there.
So at the end of the
All right, now let's go ahead and get into something else that Drew posted on social media, y'all. Now, let's get into it. Now, when Drew said that Shamea is sitting up here trying to be messy and comparing Drew to K Michelle when both of them can sing better than her, and that her album charted, and that Shamea has yet to drop an album, Shamea said that she dropped the song and she did chart, and the song is actually doing better than what her album actually did. So when she said that, this is what Drew posted. Now, Drew reposted this on her story. Now, somebody, a Twitter page by the Poppy of Pop, that's the name of it, they posted this. So Shamea claimed in the RHOA panel for BravoCon that her song did better than Drew's entire album, which is clearly not true. You need to multiply Shamea's monthly listeners by 20, almost 20, for her to have the same. Now, when you look on the left, you see that Drew Sidora has 62.4K monthly listeners, whereas on the right, Shamea only got about 3,000 monthly listeners. So you can't necessarily say that your one song did better than her whole album when that girl got 62,000, streams every month when you only get 3,000. Now you could have kept that to yourself, Shamea. You every chance you get, you make yourself look stupid. Okay. Now, not only that, Drew responded and says this: I'm really confused. You were shady towards me first. I brought it up to you in person instead of owning it, you tried to deflect that hurt people line. Girl, please. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much the Drew versus Shamea thing. I don't know what's wrong with Shamea. I don't know if you're trying to be a villain, but if you are trying to be a villain, I'm really going to need for you to stop trying to be one, because that villain life is not the life for you. And you know you can't live that life. You know you ain't about that villain life. You know you crack at every given moment. So I'm going to need for you to stop. Why the fuck are you always picking at Drew all the time? It's really mind-boggling to me that you and Kelly do that. Both of y'all sounding like two chihuahuas, barking at that girl. And I feel like that's what it's going to be this whole season. Y'all be trying to pick at Drew thinking that she's the goddamn, perfect target. And Drew really ain't gonna let y'all slide no more. Cause Drew used to let you motherfuckers slide all the time, but Drew got some new hair, new clothes, got some money, and she stopped letting y'all read her like that. Y'all not gonna keep on reading Drew. That's not gonna happen. And at the end of the day, Shamea can sing. Drew has a better voice. Drew has a good album. That I Did It To Me album was good. I still listen to it. As a matter of fact, Better On My Own is one of my favorite records off that album, okay? Shamea, you only had one song and that was Never Had, which I do like. It was brandy coded to me. I like that song. But until you drop an album out, you can't talk about what nobody else is doing. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. And you look pathetic bragging on another woman's vocal abilities when you should be bragging on your own goddamn vocal ability. Why you kissing K Michelle ass? Like, I understand you cool with her. I get it. But my thing about it is, why you bigging K Michelle up, in this argument? Like, K Michelle ain't even there. So what the fuck you talking about? You feel what I'm saying? So I personally feel like, yeah, K Michelle can sing, and yes, K Michelle got great music. Of course, I know I listen to all her shit from mixtapes on down. But this ain't got nothing to do with K Michelle. This is about you and Drew. And right now, when it comes down to the music, Drew is eating your ass up. That is just the truth of the matter. Drew is eating your ass up musically, and you can't take that. You can't take that. You literally can't take. So instead of trying to have a singing contest, focus on your music and try to drop some on music, because you only had one damn song. And at this point, no one's going to want to support that shit when you do drop an album, because in this day and age, when it comes down to music, it's all about likability, right? And when you're not likable, no one is going to want to support you, okay? No one is going to want to support a motherfucker that's not likable. No one is going to want to support somebody who don't know how to work it. Drew is likable. Drew had a story behind her album. You had one song and people was actually interested in that damn song. So at the end of the day, now that you putting yourself out there as a fucking idiot and as a goddamn clown, no one is going to want to buy your music. No one is going to want to support any fucking thing that you do because you're not likable. And that's just the truth of the matter. Likability plays a big part in people buying your shit, because this is a new day and age. Back in the Gap, there were not a lot of reality TV shows like this. Back in the Gap, there were no blogs. It was just magazines. Back in the Gap, you really didn't know these entertainers' real personalities like that. You see them in interviews and shit, but you didn't know their real personalities like that. But nowadays, we got social media to expose those things. We got reality shows to expose those things. So at this point, not saying you got to be fake, but what I'm saying is, if you want people to support you, you got to be likable. If you want people to support you, you got to have a story. It's all about likability in this day and age. So the likability factor that you once had, that you had at the beginning, is gone. And it looks like you keep digging that ditch even deeper for yourself. And then you sitting up here with the waffle slayer, who ain't really got no damn talent of her own besides going to the surgeon every other week. That's the person that you decide to get into. So what the fuck? You feel what I'm saying? And you can't be getting on reality TV talking about I'm putting out music and shit when you just put out one fucking song, and that was almost a year ago. So what gives? You know what I mean? And you don't really have a real reason not to like Drew. You don't. That's the part that's very disappointing, because I really like Shamea, but I'm gonna keep it 100 at the end of the day. I really like her, but I can't lie to her or my goddamn self. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna move on to the next thing. What's next up on here? Usher and B Cox. Now that was one thing that I wasn't ready for at all. Now Usher and B Cox. Now y'all know that. First of all, let's talk about it. B Cox is one of my favorite R&B producers of all time. You got in writers, okay? You got Babyface, you got hate to say it, but R. Kelly, you got Jonte Austin, you have Jermaine Dupri, you have Diane Warren, and then you have B. Cox. That's one of my favorite R&B producers of all time. Like one of my favorites, okay? Now, it came out yesterday that there's a lawsuit that involves Usher and B. Cox. Now, let's get into it. Now, it says, Usher sues longtime music collaborator Brian Michael Cox and Associates after he loaned them $1.7 million for a business venture and wasn't fully repaid. Now he wants $4.9 million in damages, okay? So let's get into this story, okay? So it says, the legendary R&B superstar has filed a lawsuit against one of his most prominent music collaborators, producer Brian Michael Cox, along with associates Keith Thomas, Charles Hughes, and entertainment lawyer, I don't know how to pronounce their name. According to WSB-TV, Usher says that they approached him last year with business plans to open a restaurant called Homage ATL. They proposed the purchase of a property in Buckhead that was Ocean Prime back in 2015. Usher opted out of being an investor, but loaned the quads $1.7 million via a wire to a trust account back in January. In a lawsuit, Usher claims that the property wasn't purchased after months of waiting, so he asked for his loan to be repaid. Now, they gave him $1 million back in August, but he still hasn't received the remaining $700,000. In an interesting twist, the lawsuit claims that the entertainment lawyer actually admitted that it wasn't easy to pay the loan back because it had been used for other purposes. Usher is now suing for $4.9 million, apparently $700,000 for each of the 7 claims made in the lawsuit. The star with Cox on some of his biggest hits, You Got It Bad, Burn, Confessions, and Confessions Part 2. Usher does not play, okay? Now, however, there is more to this story, okay? Now, B. Cox actually came out and spoke on this situation, and I didn't see no blog posted. So since ain't no blog gonna post it, I'm gonna post it on my page, right? So Brian Michael Cox made a post on his Instagram and said this 22 hours ago. Regarding today's news, I've learned a lot recently about being careful with who you choose to invest in a business with, no matter how small the investment. I'm currently in the middle of a failed deal that I didn't orchestrate, and while the situation has been disappointing, I know my name will be cleared by both sides. It's just unfortunate that this clarity didn't come sooner. My legal team has also advised me of a lawsuit involving a company where I am only a passive minority shareholder. I was not a participant in that business transaction and have no involvement in the ongoing legal process. While I'm unable to share more details right now, I want to make one thing absolutely clear. My 27-year friendship with Usher remains fully intact. I appreciate everyone who has reached out with concern. Thank you for the love, the patience, and the understanding. So that is what B. Cox had to say about the situation. So according to B. Cox, the situation really ain't got nothing to do with him. He ain't a part of that case. He was only like a limited, whatever the fuck he said. What'd he say? He was like a shareholder or something like that. So he really didn't have nothing to do with the situation. So that's what he's saying. But my thing is this: if y'all didn't buy that building like y'all was supposed to, and that man asked for his money back, the better option is to give him back his fucking money. And if y'all needed that money for that, talking about something, it wasn't easy to pay back the money because y'all used it for other things, then what the fuck you mean you use it for other things outside of what the fuck you needed to use it for? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what else did you need to use the fucking money for if it didn't have nothing to do with the fucking business at hand? Like, what you talking about? Like what gives? Like, what you mean? So I would have been mad too. But at the end of the day, y'all just need to stop trying to have restaurants out here in Atlanta. Y'all really do. Because I don't really eat at these folks' restaurants like that. There's a restaurant that I love to go to, and I really want to go. I'm probably going to treat myself this weekend since everybody else is going out of town and shit for Thanksgiving. I might just go by myself. It's this restaurant called Nouveau in College Park. I love to go there. I think Yandy has something to do with that restaurant, but I'm not really sure. But I love that restaurant. That's one of my favorites to go to out here. But I don't really go to these celebrity restaurants. The only ones that I've been to was to Candy's restaurants. I've been to, OLG. I've been to, Blaze. I'm the only two I've been to. I refuse to go to Frost Bistro. Refuse. Would never go. Never been to Justin's. I don't even think Justin's is still open here in Atlanta. I don't even know. Ain't gonna bother. So I don't know. Everybody don't need to have no restaurant in Atlanta. Too many people trying to have one out here. So it is what it is. I'm just being honest with y'all. It's too many people trying to have a restaurant out here. Everybody don't need to have one. So it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So long as Usher and B Cox are good, that's all that really matters to me, to be honest, because I was very afraid of their friendship being, tainted by this whole situation. Because I was just like, no, I love me some B Cox, and I think that B Cox is fine. I've always thought that he was kind of fine in his own way, but I was like, no, I need for Usher and B Cox to be on a good note. I need some more music from Usher and B Cox. Like, I need that. Okay, so I need them to be cool. And according to them, they're cool. So we'll see what happens. But all in all, give this Black King back his money. That's all I'm asking y'all to do. Give this Black King back his money. Give him back his money. That's all he wants is his damn money back. Give it back to him. Give it back to him. That's really all that matters. They will put you on a grill, Scotty. Do not go to Frost Bistro. I would never. Will you try Carly Red restaurant? Probably not, child. But we're gonna move on to the next topic of the night, and it's this sad topic right here, and it involves this Chicago mother that was attacked by these kids. It was this is gonna be my first time really looking into it, because I've been asked to talk about this for the last couple of days, but I really hadn't had the time to really make no video about it because I had all these reviews to do. But it says terrible. A Chicago mom and her son got jumped by a gang of elementary students as they walked home. The attack left them in serious condition. So let's get into it. According to ABC7, the 33-year-old mom and her 9-year-old son and her daughter were walking home from Chicago's Orville Bright Elementary School when they were approached by a group of kids who had allegedly been bullying the son for months. The video shows the children heckling the family, pushing and shoving them until eventually one of the children swings on the mother. The other children then jumped in and started stomping and punching the mother and the son, leaving both helpless and unable to save the other. The mother and the son were taken to a local hospital where they were treated in serious conditions. Since the video has gone viral, the community has been in an uproar. Many gathered outside of the elementary school to demand that the children involved in the attack are charged and held responsible for their actions. The mother also joined outside the school, claiming that she has not gotten any rest since the incident. I can't sleep because I wake up in the middle of the night with that vision in my head of my son calling my name to help him, and I couldn't do nothing for him. That really hurt me the most, she said while speaking outside the school on Tuesday morning. Due to the community outrage, CPS is now involved in investigating the situation. In a statement, CPS said it prioritizes the safety and well-being of our students, staff, and families, and we are committed to building a physically and emotionally safe teaching and learning environment in every school. Now, there's a video, and I'm not sure if I want to show it because I really don't know how graphic this video is. And I know how YouTube is about like graphic content and violent content. So I'm not sure if I want to show it because I haven't seen it yet. So this is going to be my first time seeing it. So I'm not sure if I want to put it on the screen. But I know that the most of you guys have probably seen it already. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so I'm gonna play it, but I'm probably not gonna put it on the screen. So I'm not gonna show it. So I'm gonna put the overlay over here, and that's what I'm gonna do. Let's get into it.
Of people came out to support a Southside mom and her son after a video of them being attacked went viral.
That's crazy. Kids is fighting adults. Where's the parents at? Why are they being accountable for it?
Video shared tens of thousands of times on Facebook shows the attack. You can see the woman being punched and eventually falling to the ground, where the assault turns even more violent. We've frozen the video here because it's too graphic after this point. We also blurred the faces of the people involved because they're minors and no charges have been filed. The woman's family was among those at Bright Elementary School. They allege the woman's son has been bullied for 2 years. And yesterday, as the woman walked her kids home from school, the teens turned on the mom.
It's an outrage, and I just feel like we got to do better as parents, maybe a community, maybe as a school, and this could have been prevented if the school would have helped out more, the principal would have stepped up.
Justice still needs to be done. Something needs to be done to the kids that jumped on them. Some type of justice.
Chicago police confirm a woman and boy were seriously injured by a group of offenders yesterday afternoon and taken to Trinity Hospital for treatment. Some parents at the school didn't want to be on camera, but affirm a group of young people have been bullying the boy and others.
That's disgusting. I don't got no words for it. My heart is hurting for her.
In a statement, a CPS spokesperson says, in part, we are horrified by the attack on this family, and we are working collaboratively with city departments and agencies to provide support to the victims of this attack. That is the latest from the South Side. Leah Hope, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to tell y'all right now that this video, this story, triggers me. Okay? I got chills running up my spine because it triggers me. So I'm going to try to get through this story the best way that I know how. So just bear with me. If I find myself getting emotional, don't judge me. If I find myself yelling or screaming, don't judge me. If I find myself saying some shit that relates to me, don't complain about it. Y'all know my history. I've talked about it time and time again about bullies. As a person that dealt with school bullying and dealt with people being physical and all kinds of stuff, that really struck a nerve right there. I can only imagine what that little boy was going through, being ganged up on every day, being bullied every day. I can only imagine how many teachers, how many grown-ups, how many principals, how many school officials he probably went to and ran to tell them about the bullying that was going on. And the truth of the matter is, and I know we got more to this story because I do have another tab open for this. We got 2 more tabs open for this particular story, but I'm going to tell you like this. They don't give a fuck. I'm just going to be real with y'all. These schools could care less about any of us getting bullied. These schools don't care. We could, when I was growing up and I was getting bullied in school, the first thing that a bitch would tell me was, go tell a teacher. I told the teacher didn't do shit. They allowed it to happen. Some of the teachers was down with the bullying. Some teachers will bully you with the motherfucking kids. And a bitch wonder why I don't speak to them when I see them when I'm back home at a restaurant somewhere. And a bitch that used to teach me thinking I'm gonna speak to them. No, the fuck I won't. You're a bully. You're a secondary bully. Why would I speak to your ass? So I can only imagine the shit that he done went through. He probably feel like he ain't got nowhere to turn. And for these kids to be bold enough to not only attack him, but attack his mother too, just because that's his fucking mama. And the idiots that I see on the internet that says, y'all got to keep in mind, they're still just kids. So the fuck what? I don't give a fuck about them being kids. Let's be clear. The whole kid thing don't even matter at this point, because it really don't matter, because you put your hands on a grown ass woman and beat her to a pulp and sent her and her son to the fucking hospital, to the point to where she couldn't even do nothing to defend her son with. So what the fuck you mean those are still kids? Who gives a fuck? Are you dumb or are you dumb? But I gotta remember, motherfuckers are ignorant too. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers are ignorant. Like, they sit up here and they just say shit for shock value. Oh my God, they still kids, y'all. Y'all don't need to give them all that. They still kids. So what? So what? So what? We don't care if they're still kids. We don't care. I promise you, we don't give a fuck if they're still kids or not. We don't care. I mean, we don't. That's what I'm saying. We don't give a shit about that, because they clearly don't. And like I said, the school clearly don't give a fuck either. I know they don't care. You know they don't care. I know they don't care. They don't give a fuck. They don't give not one hot damn about these kids and what the fuck they're going through. Like I told y'all before, you can sit up here and tell a teacher, you can sit up here and tell a school official all goddamn day that somebody's picking on you, somebody's bullying you, and they're not going to do shit about it. They're not. And when you finally blow up as a kid, when you finally blow up, you're going to be the one that get in trouble. Despite the fact that you done already warned them that these people have been bullying me. These people have been picking on me. I don't know what else to do. They won't leave me alone. Even after all that, they still not gonna even give a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? They don't care. That's why these kids start fighting back. That's why these kids become violent. That's why these kids take their own lives, because teachers and school officials don't do shit about it. And look at where we at. Now, we got a video of the 8th grade Chicago student who threw the first punch at a mother that was jumped with her son. She apologized. Now she apologizing. She apologizing. The student is apologizing. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let me put this back up here because they say it's sensitive content. So let's get into that.
Meet Kamira. She is one of the children that was a part of the fight at OT Bright School on yesterday. We're just coming live so she can say her piece and take accountability. I won't say too much. And please, anyone that decides to say anything, keep it respectful. This is the child.
Hey, my name is Kamira Grant. I was wrong for
It's okay, Kamira.
For everything that I did, and I was just being a follower.
To meet Kamira. She
Nothing that I got, and I apologize for everything because I wouldn't want to be in that situation, and I feel bad because
it's okay.
I gotta go through so much. But I wish I would never did what I did.
Do you have anything to say? I think her name is Shauna.
I was a bit. People think. Oh, puppy. And nothing that I got. And I apologize for everything. different person than that.
I think everybody, we've all seen the video. Everybody's been sharing it. The public outcry is definitely there, and we're all on the same accord that it was. We want. I think more so than anything, we want everybody to understand that this is a child. All of them children that was in that video was children. Some of them, not all of them, may have families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves her, that has held her accountable. She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak as we are going to speak because she's a child. What grade are you in, Kamira?
8th.
She's in 8th grade.
What grades do you get?
A's and B's, and I was homecoming queen. I'm the captain of the cheerleading team.
And you know that.
And I know I'm a better person than what I was yesterday. And I can make a difference.
And you will make a difference, right?
I will make a difference.
As we are going to speak because she's a child. What grade are you in, Kamira?
Dozens of people came out.
The problem that I'm having with this, and I guess we could give them a pat on the back for making her apologize publicly, but I don't care because I don't care about her fucking apology. And yes, she's a child, whatever, but if she's in the 8th grade, she's 13 to 14 years old. So she knows exactly what the fuck going on and what to do. Number 2, who gives a fuck about her being on a damn cheerleading team? I don't give a damn. Who gives a fuck about her making A's and B's? I don't give a shit. I don't care. You threw the first punch, and it seemed like you were older than everybody that was involved, so therefore you was the motherfucking ringleader, honey. And this person that is on this video with her, y'all saying that ain't none of her damn mammy. So I don't know who the fuck that is on that video with her. But the person that's on that damn video with her is sitting up here constantly saying, oh, she's a child. Remember, she's a child. She's a child. She's a child. She's a child. We don't give a fuck. The sooner you realize that, the better. We don't give a fuck about her being a child. Because guess what? She didn't give a fuck that she was a child when she put her hands on a grown-ass woman. She gets no sympathy. Just because she's a child, that don't mean we need to give her no motherfucking empathy. I don't like bullies. Never have liked bullies. Never could stand for no motherfucking bullies. And that apology was scripted. That's some shit that y'all made her say. That ain't no shit she said on her own. That's some shit that y'all made her ass say. I'm not convinced that she came up with that shit on her own. But what I'm convinced of is that y'all made her say that shit. I'm better than what I was yesterday. Girl, please. You the same motherfucker. I'm pretty sure that after that live is over, you still doing it. You don't feel bad for nothing that you fucking did. And yeah, she a child. Whatever. Yeah, she a child. Y'all can say all that bullshit if you want to. Yeah, we know that. But I don't give a fuck. She's a bully. And if y'all really want to make it right, take that homecoming queen crown from her. Make her not be no homecoming queen no more. Put an alternative school somewhere. Show us that y'all really serious about making this shit right. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck about no damn apology. Just because she says she's sorry don't mean shit. Just saying. Now, this next video in regards to this story is a auntie of one of the students that jumped on the mama or whatever, and it pretty much shows why the children are what they are and who they are. And I know it's gonna be ignorant because I can tell by the way she looking. Let's get into it.
What's funny though, y'all was looking for me and y'all was chiming in on shit that y'all don't know nothing about. Oh, this little Miss, yeah, this Miss Ugly Jacket, bitch. That's my niece, bitch. What are you talking about? Sad, no, you sad, bitch. You sad. I want to go outside now. I'm ready to go outside. I'm going outside. I'm going outside, bro. Shamea, what's funny? Girl came out and I was like pink and brown. Don't worry about what she came on. Came out the house with. Fuck. Niggas got crunched out there. You worried about the wrong shit. Your mama, bitch. What's funny though?
Dozens of people came out.
Now she talking about somebody got crunched and shit. And that is the reason why kids like that are in a predicament that they in, because they got adults like this dumbass bitch right here talking about somebody got crunched. And yeah, I called her a bitch. I did. I don't give a damn. Be mad. I don't give a fuck. She's a bitch for doing what she just did. You don't feel any remorse or any sympathy for what the fuck your niece did? No remorse or anything like that? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? What we talking about? What we giving? You probably celebrated when that girl did what she did. You don't give a fuck. Then something about everybody speaking on something that they don't know nothing about. It's clear as fucking day, bitch, what your niece did. It's clear as motherfucking day with your raggedy ass. Okay? This is why I never wanted kids. This is why I'll never have no motherfucking kids. Because I promise you, I'll be at your head about mine like I was about my brother. I'll be at your head about mine, period. I don't play them. I don't like bullies. I can't stand bullies. I detest bullies, even as a 36-year-old man. I can't stand nobody being a bully. That's one thing I can't do. That's one thing I don't like. I do not like bullies. Don't nobody need to play with me when it comes down to them goddamn bullies. I don't play that shit. I don't like it at all. Like, get the fuck out of here. Motherfuckers like that is the reason why kids like that are jumping on grown ass people. So in my eyes, take their asses to the detention center. Take their ass to juvie. That's where all of them need to go. And for all you motherfuckers out there that saying that dumb shit, oh, they're kids, they're still children. Fuck you in the clique you claim, because I don't give a fuck about them being no damn kids. No one does. Fuck you and everything you stand for. Because I don't give a damn. Y'all love using that kid shit when a kid do some fucked up ass shit. Fuck you. Okay? And I mean that with every fiber of my damn being. Fuck you and everything you stand for. And I mean that. No, truly, love you dearly. I do. I mean every single word I'm saying. I promise I do. Don't like it. Don't fuck with it. I ain't got time for it. I'll never be okay with that. Absolutely not. They're no longer in a child's place once they put their hands on a woman and her child. They're no longer grown. So since you want to be grown to put your hands on a grown woman and her child, so we're going to treat you like you grown now. Because I probably would have treated your ass like you were grown. I would have beat y'all ass like y'all was my age, since y'all want to fight like y'all my age. But let's get to the last story of the night. And that is Miss Mia Thornton. Let's go ahead and get into this dumbass motherfucker here. Now, she just got through ragging on Wendy, and here she go. So let's get into it. Let me take this off and put this up here. So here we go. Let's get into it, y'all. So it states, like a thief in the night, Real Housewives of Potomac star Mia Thornton was arrested in Atlanta airport for larceny. Allegedly stole $11,000 worth of furniture and electronics. So let's get into the story. Y'all. Okay, so Mia Thornton is down in Atlanta in some hot water. The former Real Housewives of Potomac star was arrested as a result of an active warrant for stealing. Now, the details are interesting. According to the incident report, Mia and a man by the name of Jared McGriff were renting out a furnished condo that's actually owned by a woman who lives in China. The reporting party says that Mia decided to move out one night in late October without notifying anyone and took all of the ladies' furniture with her. She even took the little $650 television, allegedly. The RHOP ladies just can't catch a break. Now she has matching body cam footage with Karen and 20 arrest reports with Wendy. One thing about those tables, they turn quick. Y'all shocked? Let's get into it.
You want to grab your shoes on? Yes, ma'am. Come on. Good time. You want your hands? Excuse me. You want your hands? Hold on. Relax a second. Relax. You want your hands this way, or you want your hands turn inside like you're praying? You want this way? What's your way more comfortable? Okay. Let's. Okay. All right. That's fine. We'll go that way. Shit, it's all caught up in here. All right, I'm gonna lock them so they don't move on you, okay? When we get to the homeless cell, I'll take them back off for you so you can relax a little bit, all right? We'll probably be at our precinct for probably about 20 minutes or so I can finish doing my paperwork thing, and then we'll head out, okay? All right, bud. Okay. Go ahead this way.
I think y'all giving them lunch when y'all pick up the stuff y'all think of. Yeah.
All right, bud. Take care.
Did you by any chance share that information before?
Pardon me?
No.
I didn't go, I just had somebody else go out there and just give them the pickle.
Is it possible to like call him? He has the storage key.
Let's go down him, I mean.
Where is he still in the airport?
Nah, you probably left him.
Okay. Yeah, where's Miss Call?
Yeah, I just want him to go put that furniture back. Like, it's enough is enough. Like, I have several emails. Whoever they tell him to trash.
All right, bro. All right, bro. All right. So we go straight down to that wall. My precinct's right there.
Because I know about what's all the situation. So.
You want to grab, please?
Now, what tickles me is her saying, "Oh, I just want to put their furniture back. I just want to put their furniture back. I just want to put their furniture back. Oh my God, please forgive me." Girl, fuck you. Because listen, now when Wendy went to jail, she thought it was funny. She couldn't wait to take her ass on social media and make a joke about this situation. But in the words of Monica, it's funny how the tables turn. Turn, turn, turn. It's funny how the tables turn. Now it's you in jail after me. Didn't want to spend quality time. Do you think that the shit's funny? You got way too comfortable. Now you say you want the furniture back because you packed up all your shit. And now you're sleeping on a futon tonight, so don't you come. Stop knocking, yeah, yeah. Ring, ring, oh, whoa. You thought it was funny. You thought it was funny when it was somebody else, and you done set up here with some stolen furniture for $11,000. But you made yourself look like you were just rich and just somebody else, but you're the one that's low budget, stealing $11,000 worth of furniture. Yeah, Mia, this don't look good for you. So Bobby Valentino couldn't buy you no furniture, huh? Bobby V couldn't buy you no furniture, and who gonna bail you out? Is Gordon gonna bail you out? Is it gonna be, or Ink gonna bail you out, or is it gonna be Bobby V? Which one of them niggas gonna bail you out? That's all I need to know. I need to know who gonna bail you out. And listen, I ain't laughing at a misfortune. I promise I'm not. I'm just letting it be known that it's funny how the tables turn. It is. Because you can't sit up here and laugh at somebody else's shit when you got your own shit going on. Now your ass gonna be laying on the damn futon trying to keep, the same. You're gonna be laying in your futon fighting for your virginity over some motherfucking furniture. Because right now you're down on your luck, back against the wind, try to make it, no way to win. I'm just saying. All I gotta say is, so I'ma get out of here. Hey, look, call me my dear. Hey, boo. You can call me too. That's all I got. I promise you, that's all I got. I'm done. Cause y'all know y'all don't like me singing and shit. Y'all know I make anything out of a song. I'm just saying. But that's all I really got, y'all. It's been a minute since I gave y'all an hour-long live. It's been a minute. But I gave it to you tonight. But that's about it. That's all I got for y'all today. First of all, I want to thank the Scotty Gang for all of your endless support. Okay. Thank you to my moderators for always doing their jobs, sharing the links, all of that stuff. Like I said before, we're at the end of the road with these pre-order books. I only have 8 more to send out. I am so happy and blessed about that. I knew I was going to be done with this by the end of the month. Thank God. But yes, if you ordered a book and you haven't received it yet, you're about to receive it now, because now I'm at the later files, like the people who pre-ordered it at the end. So y'all about to get y'all books soon. I've just signed some. I gotta sign like FOMO and send them off and all that good stuff. But if you haven't pre-ordered a book, go ahead and go to Amazon and order your book. From Kindle Books or Amazon is available now. If you ever ordered the book, and if you do order the book, please be sure to leave a review up there. The more reviews we get for the book, the more people will want to buy it. All right. So with that being said, also make sure you guys tune in to the Scene ATL. I wish I had a picture up here for it, but make sure you guys tune into the Scene ATL on the 9th. The super trailer should be coming out soon. And just like I did for the Meet the Cast, I will be coming back for another Scotty Gang video to allow you guys to come up here, make a complete panel for like a whole hour where y'all discuss the super trailer and ask me questions about it. And I will answer them, the ones I feel comfortable answering, and all of those great things. All right. So with that being said, you guys, that's pretty much it. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I will leave you guys with the soothing sounds of Tremel. I'm out of here, and I will see you guys sometime tomorrow. Bye.